Just doing the same thing. This time, I'm just going to deal with you all. Okay, where am I forever advance yourself, people? You all know how we do this thing. We take it from level to level to level to level. Let's see if it's going to record on YouTube. It's not doing for Facebook. People will block you. People will block you now. If you're talking about a certain person or the president, Elon Musk, these people love these people. And if you talk in a certain way, they will block you. And the reason I'm saying this here, YouTube family and friends, is because I tried to stream live to Facebook and I couldn't do it. Good morning. Good to see you all. All right. I'm going to show you all and tell you all, inboxers has been asking me about different substitutes that you can use for eggs. Um, because I really haven't purchased any eggs within the last month now, about a month. And I have something here. Just a minute, I'm going to tell you. And this online under food and cooking, 13 smart egg substitutes. Now, hold up. And I'm just going to run through them right quick because I've been on here long enough and the live stream never did record on Facebook, but I got it right here. Let me make sure my battery is fine. Check that battery. Okay, let me tell you about 13 smart eggs substitute that I found online. It's something that you can substitute when you're cooking and you're baking and you need an egg, right? And let's just say you're not willing to pay $10, $15 for a carton of eggs, and I'm not going to. You know, even if you get chickens, even if you bought chicken and two roosters, you got to spend a lot of money for the chicken and the rooster. You got to build a house for the chicken and the roosters and buy chicken feed. That's a lot of money. And if that's the case, I might as well buy a carton of eggs, right? But if that's something you know you're going to want to do and you got a lot of eggs and a lot of chickens, okay, that's cool. That upfront cost, you got to deal with that to always, always, always have eggs. And so it'll balance itself out eventually. I know it will, especially if you're paying $12 and $13 for a carton of eggs. What is it, $8 in some places? I'm not going to pay that either. I'm not going to pay that. I'm not going to pay it. I'm gonna find somebody with a chicken farm and probably see how much they charging for their eggs and buy the eggs from them. But in these stores, no, I'm not. And I'm just reading this here from the internet because it said eggs are an essential ingredient to keep on hand. If you plan on making practically any baked good like homemade cakes, you'll need to have at least a few in the fridge. But what if you miscalculated how many you needed and the last time at the store? Huh. Or worse, what if eggs prices skyrocket in pricing or have a shortage all of a sudden again? And then they said the avian flu that was responsible for the egg shortage from the last few years is back. And it is. Bird flu, avian flu is back. And prices are on the rise again. So it's a definite possibility. All right. So since eggs prices are so high, let me tell you, and if that platform was working perfectly, you would be able to see the website on my video, but you can't see it now because for some reason it's not working. It may be working on YouTube, but it wasn't working on Facebook. So let me keep moving. It's called Aqua Faba. AQUAFABA. I've never heard of this before, but this is an egg substitute, and this egg substitute is likely already in your pantry. The magical ingredients known as aquafaba is simply the liquid from canned chickpeas. Well, canned chickpeas, buy some chickpeas in a can. I know exactly what they're talking about. I eat chickpeas every once in a while, but use the liquid from the chickpeas in a can. So buy you a can of chickpeas. Chickpeas, CHICKPEAS. because that's the liquid in Aquafaba. It makes a great binder on its own. Help keep your cornbread together, your flapjacks together, your cake together. But you can also whip the liquid to create an egg-free meringue. What is it? Yeah, meringue. Yeah, meringue or whatever it is, like meringue pie. Okay, 3 tablespoons of aquafaba equal to 1 egg. So if you buy a can of chickpeas, you drain the liquid off of the chickpeas, and you get you 3 tablespoons of that liquid on the chickpeas, and you put that in your bread or whatever, it'll equal to 1 egg. And so if you usually use 2 eggs, you'll put 6 tablespoons of chickpea juice. That's all aquafaba is, chickpea juice, the liquid off of chickpeas. And another one is vinegar and baking soda as an egg substitute. Eggs are often used as leaveners to make your baked good rise. So you'll need a replacement that won't leave your final product flat. I didn't know eggs made stuff rise. I thought baking powder and baking soda made it rise. So I thought that's what I thought. But anyway, they say enter this old school science project. The vinegar and baking soda bubble up to create a leavening agent in your baked goods. 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar or apple cider vinegar plus 1 teaspoon of baking soda equal to 1 egg. That's when you're baking things. It equals to 1 egg. Let me say it again. 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar or apple cider vinegar. You most likely have that in your pantry. Plus 1 teaspoon of baking soda equal 1 egg. So you don't have to really buy eggs unless you like some people, they love to eat eggs. They love eggs and sausage and pancake and biscuits. I understand that. But it hurt my feelings real bad to look at eggs that's 10, 11, $12 a dozen. It bothers me. And I don't want to do that. I just, something about me, I don't want to do it. I'd rather go and find somebody selling eggs. Do you know anyone that sell eggs? I would patronize them than to go to Walmart and buy eggs. So Walmart doesn't support DEI anymore. So forget Walmart. I'm gonna try my best not to go to that place. I go online, and there's a website. I wrote it down. They got a lot of black businesses and white businesses online that sell different things online. Though, what was the name of that business? They had it on the Roland Martin show on YouTube. I can't think of it. I wrote it down somewhere. I did. I wrote it down. I wrote it down in one of my little business files. What is it? It's a website where you can go and order things. Or go to Costco's then. Just go to Costco's. Then go, rather than going to Target or Walmart, go to Costco's. I understand Walmart got everything, but Walmart turning his back on us. Walmart turning their back on us. In other words, you may look around and don't see no black people working in Walmart anymore, and nothing you can do about it. You can stop shopping there, and that's one thing you definitely can do. All right, liquid egg substitute. The third one. Even when it's hard to find eggs, you should be able to find commercial liquid egg replacement at your store. They're a great option for your favorite egg recipes, and you don't even have to deal with the shells. Follow the package instructions on the right ratio to use. All right, that's the third one, and it's a link. It's a link. So you can search for liquid egg replacement online, and there you go. You got liquid egg replacement without buying eggs. I'm just trying to let you know you still can bake your cakes and your cornbread and your muffins or whatever, and whatever you're making with egg substitute and other things. Let me go on. Powdered egg replacer. There are several brands of commercial egg replacements in powdered form, okay? While their formulations vary, they are often a mix of other ingredients that mimic the structure and leavening qualities of eggs when mixed with water. Follow the instruction on the package for exact substitution swaps. There you go. If you're not really a big egg eater, but you use eggs only in bacon, and you do not want to pay that high price for eggs, I don't care how much money I have. I don't want to pay almost $20 for a carton of eggs. I refuse to do that. I'll go and buy me some chips or some beans or something else. Forget that. Forget it. I'm trying to help you now. And my Cash App is a dollar sign in front of Priscilla Tellers for it. That's my Cash App. Dollar sign in front of Priscilla Tellers for it. You can look at Facebook to see how you spell my name. That's my Cash App. Flax seeds. Okay? I ordered me some flax seeds and some chia seeds yesterday online. Flax seeds and chia seeds is another substitute for eggs. I'll be right back, you all. Give me a minute. And yeah, my knee is still bothering me. I'm trying to get a doctor, a surgery appointment on my knee. I'll be right back. Oh, they ate all that food up. All right. I'll see you. Cut this light off. Have a good day. Need to put some oil on this door. This knee right here, y'all. It swelled up a little bit this morning. But I'm gonna show you. I want to show you all some knee exercises too for arthritis. I'll be back. I see strange vehicles around. I always stand at the door. Wait till my husband get in the car and leave. And I don't trust people. I don't trust people at all. Travel mercy, Lord. Alrighty. I'm back. I'm back. And I still sit up on about 3 pillows. My knee, I will not bend it all the way down because trying to get back up, it hurts. And I'm going to go on and get surgery on it. It's an outpatient surgery. Because what happened to me, my knee was swollen one morning, and I didn't know my left knee was swollen. But I know they say I got arthritis in that knee. It wasn't hurting, but when I went to sit down on the couch, oh my goodness. Oh, I screamed, I screamed, I screamed, and I screamed. It was swollen, and what had happened, the synovial fluid and that swelling had my knee really tight, and I didn't know it. And when I bent that knee, oh my goodness, I wasn't no good. That I couldn't walk. I could barely walk. It was horrible. I had to go to the doctor in a wheelchair. My husband got me and took me up there, and they X-rayed it, and then they had to schedule me for an MRI inbox. So y'all had asked me. I had disappeared. I stopped recording. I didn't want to walk. I didn't want to do anything. And in the MRI, I had broke some cartilage off in that left knee. So I got pieces of floating around cartilage in this knee. It I can walk on it now, but what it does, it pops. It pops a lot because it's that cartilage getting caught up between the joints, and it's irritating the tissue around it. And the orthopedic surgeon was just looking at me and said, "Well, when it get really bothersome to you, Miss Tellisford, get with me." And it's bothersome now. The swelling has gone down. My knee was like this. The swelling gone down, but some mornings it's I can see it's still swollen because the cartilage that's floating around in there is always going to irritate it. So uh, the orthopedic surgeon, I was asking him, I said, "Well, how long is it going to take my knee to get well if I have this surgery?" He said, "It may take a while." He said that he's going to put two holes in my knee. There's two little cuts in there, and put a camera down in there, and another tool have to go down in there to grab the piece of cartilage and pull it out. So that's what I'm waiting on to have done because it's really aggravating me really bad, and I want that cartilage removed from it. I looked at YouTube to find out about it called osteoplasty, something like that. But that's when they put the holes and things in your knee and go in there and cut off pieces of stuff that's hanging off, cartilage. If it's sticking out, they can see it, they'll cut it off. And that probably would make my knee go on and heal up again. But it still have arthritis in it. But anyway, that's that. If I answered your question, some people's asking me about whether or not I was going to get the surgery. I had said no. I was saying no, 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 no. As long as it get well. But it still hurts right now. I put heat on it still. I put ice on it still. And now it's been like going on 4 months. The end of this month, it'll be 4 months. And I have had trouble with that knee for 4 months. It's time for me to do something about that knee. And I am. I got to. Okay, flax seeds and warm water. That's another a substitute for eggs. Let me just go through here. Flax seed, 1 tablespoon of fine ground flax seeds plus 3 tablespoons of warm water plus 10 minutes. Let it sit for 10 minutes. That equals to 1 egg. All right, vegetable oil plus baking powder plus water. All right, you can find this here online under 13 best egg substitute. 13 best egg substitutes. You can Google it. All right, what else? Applesauce. I'm just going to say applesauce, mashed bananas. A mashed banana is a substitute for an egg. A mashed banana will impart its own flavor and sweetness to any baking recipe. This egg substitute won't help your baked goods rise, but it will provide lots of moisture. So bananas going to provide lots of moisture. And whatever they talking about making something rise, use what? Baking soda or baking powder, whatever you can put in there to make it rise. Chia seed and water. I just ordered me some chia seeds and flax seeds. I should have them on Saturday. I ordered them online. And I'm trying not to order anything from Amazon. All right? I'm trying not to order anything else from Amazon because Amazon did away with DEI. Now, if I really, really need something and I can't find it anywhere else, I'll go to Amazon. But you got to start studying and finding different avenues and other places that you don't know anything about online, especially if you like shopping online. Go somewhere else with your money. If somebody don't want to represent you and support you and you're a black woman or a black man, why are you giving them your money? That's my thing. Why are you giving them 1 penny of your money when you can go somewhere else? That's all I'm saying. So chia seed and water. Number 10, arrowroot powder. Arrowroot powder and water. What is arrowroot? ARROW root, ROOT powder is used more for binding and moisture, ideally for baked goods that call for another leavening agent. Number 11, soy protein powder and water. Soy protein. Yogurt. Using yogurt in place of eggs is ideal for baked goods where there's another leavening agent at work, like baking powder or baking soda. Yeah, you know you're going to have baking powder and baking soda in there to bake. It will help with binding and moisture. It's going to hold that cake together and it's going to keep it real moist. Yogurt. I'm just trying to tell you some other stuff you can use, and you don't want to buy those eggs anymore. And the last one, silken tofu. Silken tofu is similar to yogurt. Tofu is a good replacement in the denser baked goods like quick breads, where there's another leavening agent. Though there are many varieties, silken tofu will provide a similar moisture content to eggs. Blend it until smooth in a blender or food processor. Quarter cup, which is 1/4 cup, blended silken tofu equals to 1 egg. My phone probably going to ring in a minute. I'm going to have to answer it. All right, that's 13. Now, here's 17 egg substitute. Now, if I see the same ones again, I'm not going to probably won't say anything about them. Thank you all for joining me. Drink more water too. Okay. You know, eggs are used to bind, to lift, to structure, and to flavor. Okay. That's what I'm looking on here. What can I substitute for eggs and bacon? Okay. They're showing the mashed up banana again. Unsweetened applesauce. You can use a quarter cup of avocado. Pumpkin puree. Wow, that's all right. Rehydrated and pureed prunes, raisins, and soaked dates. You can use legumes and seeds. Flax seeds, 1 tablespoon freshly ground flax seed plus 3 tablespoons warm water. I already said that. Chia seeds, tofu, aquafaba, which is the liquid off of chickpeas, a can of chickpeas, and the liquid off of the chickpeas is called something like aquafaba. Soy flour, chickpea flour, wow, yogurt, buttermilk, mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons. Note that mayonnaise contains eggs and oil, and mayonnaise contains eggs and oil. So it can replace oil or butter as well. This trick may not work as an egg replacement for an allergy or egg-free diet, but it works for those who don't have eggs on hand in a pinch. Your pantry staples: baking powder, oil and water, baking soda and vinegar, vegetable oil. It works best in recipes that call for just 1 egg. Otherwise, the recipe could end up being greasy. Okay. All right, y'all, that's it. Somebody's trying to message me. Oh. I'm live and someone's, let me say good morning. She think I'm not live. I'm still live though, because something anyway. All right, I talked about the 17 egg substitute. Exercise. What I do, I had someone asking me about Was there any type of exercise I can do for my knees? And there's exercises you can do in a chair. I do my exercises in a chair, and I have arms on this chair right here, and I keep my pillows on it because I don't want to sit flat. And I have another chair in there that doesn't have any arms on it, and I hold a cushion to do the exercise. Now, uh, this video that I have here, I don't know if StreamYard pulled it up. I've been live for 25 minutes, and it's supposed to be live on YouTube. And if it's live on YouTube, I'll go from there. And I hope the frames popped up, what I'm showing from the websites. But on YouTube, there's a video called Pilots for Very Painful Knees, 20 minutes of chair-based exercise for knee arthritis. But it's useless me playing it because you all can't see what I'm playing. But just in case the YouTube video picked up, I'm just going to press this here for a second. Okay, this video is 20 minutes long. I'm not going to stay on here that long. The title of it is Pilates, Pilates, for Very Painful Knees on YouTube. You always can go to YouTube and find other videos for uh, exercises in a chair. Because right now, I'm gonna tell you something about my knees. I don't I don't get down on the floor to get anything from under the bed or anything. I I'm not going to try it right now because of how my knees feel, both of them, especially the left one that I busted up and broke that cartilage off of it. Because I really believe I get down there and have such a hard time getting back up. It's pitiful. I need to invent something. I really need to. Somebody need to invent something that when you're on the floor and you got bad knees, you probably can get down on one of them. But when it's time to push all that weight up, especially if you're heavy, you can't get up. So I just wish maybe there's something that can go down flat on the floor. And when you're on one knee, maybe you can straddle it, like have a little seat on it or something, and press a button. I'll probably make an invention. Press a button to lift you back up. Just press a button to slowly lift you back up in a seated position so you can stand up. That's a good invention. That's a good invention, y'all. That's a great invention. I done told y'all invention. And if you play around with it, you probably could get something and make something that goes down. It'd be like battery operated, probably. You can lift up about 300 pounds of weight to a seated position, not way up in the air, just enough. Maybe you can crank it up. Maybe you can use your hand to crank it up. Sit on it and crank yourself back up. Let me see, can I make that? But anyway, this video is online. It's called Pilots for Very Painful Knees, 20 minutes of chair-based exercises for knee arthritis. Knee arthritis is something I really hated. But apparently it ran in my family. I don't claim that junk though, because arthritis is horrible. You know, my mom didn't have arthritis. My mom did not have any arthritis at all. I never saw her worried about no knees. She had real little small legs and no arthritis in her knees or her arms. And she always would be walking around, bending down, crawling around, looking under the bed. She didn't have that problem at that age. But I'm right at that age now, and I got problems in my knees. And I have had problems like arthritis in my knees for a long time before my age that I am now. You could feel that pain. What I'm saying, I could still walk, I could still get down, I could still walk, but you could feel that pain in your knee when you're coming up steps and going down steps. You feel it, don't you? And you know, arthritis, it get worse. That junk get worse. Seem like you be trying to work with it and exercise. Just keep exercising your knee. That's why I'm giving you knee exercises that you can start doing to strengthen up that muscle around your knees. You need to strengthen up that muscle, those muscles around your knee, your patella, and your quadriceps, your hamstring, your inner thighs. You need to strengthen all that stuff up because the older we get all flabby. We lose all of our muscles that's in our legs. I don't know which camera to look at. I got two cameras going on now. I'm looking at that one, but this here's to YouTube. So that's just probably the gist of my video now. I done talked about a whole lot of stuff. Um, Please, you can always exercise sitting down. Leg exercises, arm exercises, using weights. You need to keep yourself toned up. You need to keep your muscles because it's going to atrophy. Your muscle is going to atrophy the older you get. You're going to lose all your muscle strength. You will be feeling weak. You can't go up no steps. You can't do anything. If you don't sit down and start exercising these legs and lose some weight, because when I get this surgery, I'm not going to be able to walk. I will not be able to exercise and walk for about 4 months, maybe 5. I don't know. Because it's already been 4 months when I hurt this knee for it to heal. I went to the doctor and I just been letting it heal and exercising it on my own from videos from physical therapies online, and it feel better. I can walk on it now. And I can walk on it now. And I'm like, I really don't want to get no surgery, man. Because I got to go all the way back from the beginning again. When they dig inside of that knee and mess with stuff. But I got to get that cartilage out of there. It's pieces of cartilage floating around in my knee. And they get hung up and it pops and I don't like the way it feels. And you can hear it popping and feel it popping. I can move around at nighttime and something be stuck in the knee and it get locked up and it's just horrible. It's horrible, boy. Really is horrible. But anyway, uh, this is a mixture, and this was like a barbecue sriracha hot chili sauce. I had bought this here, and inside of this is raw garlic, and apple cider vinegar with the mother. This is good for high blood pressure. Beet Beetroot capsules are good too. I ran out of beetroot capsules. I need to go buy some more. But I was buying my beetroot from Walmart. I'll probably go order me some offline. I'm telling you, I'm serious about it. Because, you know, they boycotting Walmart for doing that. And Target. There's a major boycott going to start on the 28th of this month. And they're going to run it for, what did that lady tell me? I don't know how long it's going to be. But it's going to be a nationwide boycott against Target. They started with Target, Walmart, Amazon, and Home Depot, I believe. Our money is power. We are powerful people, and we walk around acting like we don't have no power. We walk around, we won't even go and pay another extra dollar to a black business owner or white. I'm just for anybody. It's white people support us. And we want to just do everything with those same old company all the time that don't care anything about us. But this is garlic and apple cider vinegar with the mother with a little water mixed in. And what I do, take me a swig of it just like that. Nothing but garlic. Nothing but garlic and apple cider vinegar. It's for high blood pressure. And I don't take any blood pressure medication. They took me off of my tablet. It was a diuretic tablet, for borderline high blood pressure, and the doctor weaned me off of it. And I've been off of that tablet now for about 3-4 years. Praise the Lord, because they will start upping the doses of your blood pressure medicine if you don't watch them. A doctor did that to me, and I realized I was on 10 milligrams at first, and I wasn't paying attention to it. And one day I was looking at my medicine bottle, and she had upped it to 25. So why did you up my medication? She said, "Oh, it's always good to open." You a lie. It's not good to up nothing. If I put my blood pressure cuff on, my blood pressure is a 117/78 now. Sometimes it may fluctuate if I look at the news. If I look at Elon Musk and Donald Trump, my blood pressure started going up. And then I'll take this out again and take me some of this here and take me a beetroot. Right. It lowers blood pressure. It's an antioxidant. It's good for inflammation. Garlic is good for a lot of stuff. Intestinal problem, parasites too, probably. But look, I grew some, and I am growing some collard green plants in the house. And I got a Rubbermaid container that's pretty big. I got a lot of collard greens and mustard greens growing in there now in the back room. I'm not going to touch those until the weather is warm. Because what I did, you probably remember the day that the temperature was in the 70s about a week or so ago. Beautiful weather. You know what I did on that day? Because collard greens are cold weather plants. They can take a lot of cold. They can take a freeze too, some of them, but young plants may not be able to stand up to it. So what I did, I got a raised garden bed in my front yard. I'm not talking about the greenhouse, but I have greens and collard greens over there too that I planted in the month of September in the greenhouse. And I haven't been over there, but the last time I was over there, they started growing. So those bad boys going to be big after a while inside of a greenhouse too. So their weather was so beautiful and nice and warm. I paid this guy to come and dig my raised garden bed up, and I added soil and I added some dolomite lime to it. And I had some nice collard greens and broadleaf mustard greens growing in a styrofoam cup. And I took those plants, and there was a lot of them. Because one container was a big container that had about 10 of them in there growing nice. Had their real leaves on it and looking real beautiful and strong. And I planted them outside. I planted those things outside. The next day, the weather was kind of cool, and I went outside and I looked at them. They weren't covered up or anything. Some of them was looking weak, and some of them was still looking strong. I didn't harden them off. I took them directly out of the house. No, I let them sit outside for a few hours in the daytime. Then I watched them. It looked real pretty still. They wasn't drooped all over. So I planted them. The next day I looked at them. They were so pretty. But I knew some cold weather was still coming. But I had looked at the weather forecast for like 10 days. It had said it was going to be like in the 40s. That was good, you know. But instead of that, it started raining. It's been raining all week, today Thursday. And I covered the little plants up with cardboard and some styrofoam. I just covered them up because I'm like, this weather is getting so cold again. It's February. I know it's still going to get cold. Freezing weather going to come next week. So I guess I'm going to use those plants as an experiment, you all. I got 30 or 40 plants planted out there in that raised garden bed. And I looked at them the other day. Some of them died. And I covered it up again, which means no light can't get to them. I'm trying to keep all the cold weather from getting on them. Because they're still young plants. They're about that tall. But they had come a long way, though. They come a long way when they get their real leaves on them. And so I planted them. I'm gonna go out there and look at them today too. And I put cardboard over them. If any of them survive, that'll be great. That'll be real good. But I have some in the back room growing. They look so pretty. I put a light on it. I got lights over the ones that's back there. But I think the next time I need to harden them off. You can't take those plants from an environment like inside of this house where the temperature be maybe 75 degrees sometimes. It all depends. And take them outside and leave them all day and all night because they can't take it. You have to harden them off by taking them outside for a couple hours in that weather. Bring them back inside. Do it again the next day. Take them outside. But that's work. It really is work. And let them get used to the wind. They have to get used to the sun, the rain, and then bring them back inside. Do it for about a week, every day. And then after that week, you leave them outside for about 3-4 hours and watch them. That's harden them off. Watch them. If they stay strong and they don't start drooping over, if they start drooping, bring them back in. They're just like little baby plants. They can't take it. And I didn't do that because they were looking good all that morning. And I put them in the ground and covered them up. But some of them died. I already looked at some of them. And then it was raining. And I covered them up. I'm going to look. If some of them live, they'll be really good. But anyway, you all, where am I forever advancing yourself, people? You all know how we do this thing. You take it from level to level to level to level. This is a Meyer lemon tree. This is a Meyer lemon tree that I took a branch off of my 9-year-old now. I have a 9-year-old Meyer lemon tree sitting right there in the corner. All the leaves fell off of it. And it's still alive because I scratched it. And I'm ready to take it outside. It's ready to go back outside. It's in a huge container. But that's the tree that produced lemons for me. Last year it produced some lemons, but they didn't get big and all of them fell off. Because that tree started to bloom in this house. And it's time for me to get this tree outside, but it's going to freeze. It's going to freeze up next week. That's why I don't want to put that tree outside. And it's still in a container. This is going to be the year that I'm going to put it in the ground. I don't want to do it, but it's a big tree. It's been growing for 9 years. But different containers because I transplant that tree out in a big container. That's a big container there. And I don't know. When I look at it, and when it starts getting cold, I bring my tree back inside. And I'm like, oh no. But 9 years, that tree's supposed to be really tall and real big. And I think if I put it in the ground, I think it'll make it. But I probably have something built around this here lemon tree out of wood and put plastic over it, thick plastic like a greenhouse. I think that's the only way I'll put it in the ground. I grew this tree from a lemon seed. I grew this big tree. It's sitting right there. I just don't want to mess with the camera. I grew this tree from a lemon seed. And I got some more lemon seeds over there that I've been saving. If you want a lemon tree, let me know. I'm getting ready to grow some more. But that lemon tree produced lemons. That lemon tree produced lemons for me a couple of years. Good Meyer lemons, good lemons, big lemons. I think I showed you all. And that's why I really don't want to put it in the ground. But I believe if I put it in the ground, the roots can stretch way out. I would dig that hole deep enough and round enough with compost off in there and something that's going to feed those roots and fertilizer. And I'll watch that tree do some stuff this year. That's what I want to do. I want to watch it really, really produce lemons. And I think it is. I got to put it in the ground though. I really believe I got to put it in the ground this year, and that will give that tree May, June, July, August, September, October, November. It'll give it 7 months to root up. You have to put them in the ground eventually. But I grew it from seed, and I feel a certain way about that tree, cause that, and I sold all the rest of them, but this is a baby from it, and I got about 3 or 4 more babies from that big 9-year-old tree. Here's one of them right here. Uh, but I do sell these lemon trees. This is a Meyer lemon tree. This is a $75 tree. If you want it, $75. Cause I know what it takes to take care of them and keep them fertilized, and the leaves still on them. Usually the leaves fall off of a lemon tree. It fell off of this tree. That's a passion fruit tree behind me right here. You see it sticking up the top of it? That's, you see that tree up on that light switch? That's a passion fruit tree that kept all its leaves on it. A passion fruit tree. Yeah. You know, I planted that tree from a drink that I was drinking from Memphis from the farmer's market. uh it was a fruit drink. It have seeds in it. Somebody calling me. I'm gonna let you all go. Bye bye. Bye. Somebody calling me. Hey. And I was recording. I was recording. I was just getting ready to end the video, and then I was just getting ready to say, "Where are my forever advanced yourself people?" And you call, and I got off of the. I was getting ready to get off the video, but my stream, y'all.